as you can see right here, I'm going to be showing you how to make a shed in Roblox Studio. I'm going to show you guys how to do the stuff like the outside, the inside 2x4s and walls, the roof, and these trusses, and this will all come together to make it realistic in how the real life process is done. And ultimately that's what's going to give you the nice final product and the ability to work with it more in the future and add more details. So before we get started, you probably want to have a point of reference for scale, and you can do this by inserting a character into your game. What I use is the Moon Animator plugin, and you can insert a character with it because it comes with that. I went over how to install and add plugins in my second tutorial video on Studio, so if you haven't already, you can go check that out and then you would know how to install it. You might also want to have a part kit, so you have a mesh part, or I have a mesh part here, a regular part, a cylinder, and a sphere or ball. Now these are the most basic parts and they're really all you'll need to create anything, and that's what they've been used for like the past, I don't know, 12 years on Roblox. Now before I get started, I'd like to mention that I'm going to be playing a faster video of me building it, otherwise the entire video would be like 40 minutes long. So I'm going to be playing a faster video. I'll be providing commentary on the important points of what I'm building, and I'm also going to have a second camera that you can watch that's watching me create. And I'm also going to have a third person camera that you can watch that's watching me build it from a third person view. So now that you know all of that, I hope you guys will enjoy it. I'll see you at the end of the video, and let's get right into it. Oh yeah, also make sure to like and subscribe. As you can see here, I'm going to make a gap for the door that's going to be placed on the structure in the future, and I'm making it roughly equivalent or larger than my character size. So here I'm going to be making the bare walls, which are also known as 2x4s, as you can see by the wood and its color. Usually these would be called studs in the real world. The bottom piece is going to function to hold those vertical pieces of the wall, and a top would be placed to signify its height and how high your building is going to be. I'm also going to be making, as you can see, each stud gap roughly equal to each other, just as in the real world you'd have to go 16 inches from each other stud. So now that I have this done, I'm going to continue copying, pasting that one wall that I already made and make the other walls. As you may have noticed, I'm changing those corners, but that's all because I want to make all the walls fit together smoothly. Now that we're done with those walls, I'm going to start making the roof and its shape. I'm going to get the shape of it by making these things that I'm making currently called trusses. These can be any shape you want your roof to be, and here I'm going to make mine a one-way slope. This will require some solid modeling skills, but overall it'll be easy, especially if you kept your increments right. This will make it so it all fits together as well. So right here I'm making an exterior wall that will go around the entire building, and this is going to be plywood. Everything else that is exterior is going to go in front or on top of this. Now I'm adding the second exterior piece, and this would usually be a weather barrier. You can keep this and it could be the background of whatever you use next, or just to hide things behind it, such as if you have siding and there's gaps. You'll see that later in the video. I'm adding wood siding now, and I'm going to make it a thin piece of wood and extend it across the entire wall. You can do any other things like aluminum, similar to the other shed, or concrete, slate blocks, or even your own texture. You can have any amount of pieces per row on your wall, and you can also make your gaps in the siding any size, but I'd say I'd keep it small, sort of like how you can see how I do it in the video. So now I'm making a metal roof for this shed. I add the metal lines on it to give it the detail of a runway for the water to go down. You can make your roof shingles, or if yours is flat, it can be like a flat rubber if you've ever seen a flat roof. You can see them on like the tops of schools. I'm working on the interior here, and the interior in this shed that I'm making currently is drywall. You can decide to have none at all, no walls, or you can choose something else, or maybe even do a mix of them. Something similar to what you can even do with siding. As you can see, I forgot to add a window frame earlier in the video to ensure that there's something to look out of when you're in your shed, so I'm peeling back the layers to add a frame for one. You can add as many as you like and whatever position you want. I placed the character at an equal level so I get the height right for the height of the window and where the character might be looking out, but this might change depending on what you're doing. I also wanted to add a door, though this one isn't really detailed, it's very rushed and easy. You can 3D model your own in Blender perhaps, or take the time to build a detailed one, and the same really goes for the window. Okay, so as you can see, I just finished the shed, and it's pretty simple in its design overall, but the fact that matters is that it's all concise, it's consistent, it fits together, and it looks good. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and walk around. I made the door very simple. I wasn't planning on really making a door anytime soon, but I also made it non-cancelled so you can walk in. Perfect fitting size for a shed. You know, that this is probably about the size you want a shed to be. So, and that's what I made it. In the future, I'm probably gonna start making interior stuff in here, like put maybe a toolbox or a workbench or something like that. That would be pretty neat. So that way I could show you guys how to make smaller objects, smaller models, more detailed, specific things like tables that you might want to put inside of someplace. I was just thinking if I could climb this. Oh yeah, I can. Alright, that's sick. Okay, so I also added this window here. I wasn't planning on doing that at first, but it looks really nice, and you know, you probably want to have a light shine into your shed so it's not super dull. So yeah. You probably also wouldn't believe it, but these two are the same size. One's just horizontal and this one's vertical. I haven't really finished this one, but I didn't plan on finishing it. I wanted to make an entire new one for the video. Let me know which one you guys think is better, and like, I guess I'll give one away or something. I don't know. First one to comment which one's the best, I'll give them one of the sheds. Alright, so I'm ending it like this. If this helped you or you enjoyed the video at all, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Share the video because this will help me get recognized and I can help more people become better builders, and this will help the Roblox community to create better games. So do just that, and I will be back with another video pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.